Hello everybody and welcome into Emily's Upcycled Home. This is Monday Morning Live. Come on in everybody. Let me get myself situated, share myself out. But thank you guys all for joining me today. We're gonna do a little vignette today, so come on in. Let me find myself over here. Here I am. Let's go ahead and share this to the group. And then I'll go ahead and share it to the boutique as well. So come on in. If you're new to me, welcome in. I'm Emily and this is Emily's Upcycled Home. Coming to you with my Monday live. Right now I'm only doing once a week lives, but I am going to be on Whatnot tomorrow, you guys. So let's see if we can move some more of those goodies out. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, what's happening? Hot mess, you guys. Share. Huh. I don't know what's going on with that. I tried to go live earlier. Huh, it's not finding me. All right. So welcome in everybody. How's everybody's Monday going? I got things situated. I got a little bit of a mess on my table. Good morning, Ruby, Teresa, Karen. Guys, go ahead and sprinkle me out. I would appreciate it. We're gonna sit for a little bit, talk and chat about what I'm gonna doing while people come in. Hopefully we get more eyeballs here. But if you guys could share, I'm doing okay today. Today is a good Monday, Teresa. So far, Mondays have been working out. So if you guys could go ahead and share this out, I would appreciate it. We're gonna work with some decoupaging, and I am gonna come in with good morning, Cheryl and Kitty, with some paper. I think this is like tissue paper, but look at it, has this pretty brown design with some Christmas trees and a little deers. I think it's just more like a winter piece that you can use for Christmas, as well as transition into those winter decor pieces after Christmas, because you guys, Christmas is almost here. We're already moving into November. Can you guys believe that? Thank you, Teresa. I am having a pretty good day. So we're gonna use this to decoupage with, and we're gonna come in with this big piece that I actually got from Hobby Lobby like ages ago. I'm gonna give it a quick cleaning. I I think I'm gonna go ahead and give it a fresh paint job around the rim as well. But I do want to give this a cleaning here. Good morning, Rosebrook Cottage, and Joanne, and Karen, and Cindy. Good morning. How's everybody's Monday? Because I want it to have a smoother finish on the bottom. We're going to go ahead and paint this up. This has been in my stash for a while. Hello, Penelope. Hello, Teresa. This has been in my stash for a while, you guys. So it's kind of dusty. I've been waiting. You got both strands of the flu? What in the world, girl? I hope you feel better. Hope you feel better. And then we got some goodies too that we're gonna put on here. But I'm gonna go ahead and give this a quick dry. So what is everybody's Monday plans? I gotta sweep up a hot mess on the other side of my floor. So I'm gonna just come in and paint this just to give this a smoother finish on the inside. And I just have this color here. It's drop cloth and like a fluff color all mixed up together because it's the remaining leftovers of paint that I just mixed up. Hello, Rosemary. Hello, Penelope. I am doing okay. I'm doing good. Good morning, Karen. Yeah, we hope you feel better, Teresa. That sucks, having the flu. And this, you guys, so when you run low on paints, just mix them up. As long as they give it a matchy kind of feel to it. You guys, my bifocals are kind of not working today. Unless they're just dirty. So we're just gonna give this a fresh coat of paint just to cover in any imperfections that might seep out or pop through that image. I'm gonna leave that rustic side. I like it, so we're gonna keep that intact. I'm just gonna come in and paint. So I did do a little bit antiquing, you guys. I got out of my house, did a little bit antiquing. Yeah, one day at a time, girl. Did a little bit at Tiki, so that was fun. You know, when you're like cooped up a lot, getting out is always good. So how was everybody else's weekend? What was the dealio? I like this cream color that I created too. Just sitting there. Did you get all your packages open? I missed the haul. I missed the haul. I had to go live, girl. And I'm just putting a really thin coat. Nothing too thick. Bump. Just there chilling. Oh, you can bump your messages too? Huh. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and layer this. I was gonna see if I could go live on my other YouTube channel at the same time, but my stuff was not properly charged. So if you guys want to see this live on your TV, you can watch the replay over on Emily's Craft with Emily's page on YouTube. That's just where I created that page to put my lives over there and whatever else videos I put up there that when I get bored, so they don't mess up my regular YouTube channel, Emily's Upcycled Home. I am working on, hello Andrea, I am working on a new YouTube video. So that should be out sometime this week. Who knows when, but it's coming out for sure, you guys, this week. I got a few more crafts to finish up. You love this surface? Isn't it cool? We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave most of it, but we're gonna come in with a decoupage piece on the center. And I just wanna come in and give it a fresh coat of paint before we do that. Oh, that's cool, bumping it. I didn't know you can do that. Learn something new every day. Oh, Rocky Horror Show. Nice. I like to go to those little local theater things. I think we saw, we had one of those. They do like a dinner and theater thing over here in Fresno, well, in Clovis. And I think the last one I saw was Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia. I didn't get to take my daughter, so I kind of want to take her to one. They're going to do Beetlejuice over here. I've never seen that one. But that's at the Sororian Theater. Tried to organize my craft room. And you made it to Hobby Lobby? Good. And thrift stores. You know what's an awesome show to watch? Oh, the Blue Man? The Blue Man Group? I've never seen them. I know they're in Vegas a lot. Hello, Sandra. How are you this morning? Thank you guys all for coming in. If you guys can just share me out. Appreciate it. All right, so this is the craft, well, I guess I could open it and show you guys. This is the paper I'm gonna use. It's a pretty brown tape. It's a tissue paper. So it has this pretty image on it. So we're just gonna go ahead and use one of these and kind of decoupage it down onto this image or this piece here. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I'm gonna do a starter strip just to like really get that into the piece here. And just so that I can work with it a little bit more, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this excess off. I hope you guys can see everything. I did good my first trip in Hobby Lobby, but forgot mops. And I went back, spent too much the second time. You would. And I saw your salt peppers, your salt and pepper shakers, girl. Oh crap. Let me measure this out. I think I could come in and sand the rest, but I just want this to have a little bit more workability, if that's a word. What do you guys think of this paper? Magpie Designs. Hey, Julie, how are you? You see just fine, good. That's so cute. Thank you, Penelope. All right, so I'm gonna take this one off. Let's get a starter strip over here. And I'm just gonna see if I can just work on that edge and place really all the seam lines on these corners so that I don't have to cut so much. Because I think once it dries, we might be able to rip it, but I guess I could cut this piece. Of course, my scissors suck. How is Julie been? Hello, Renee. You guys don't have a Hobby Lobby in Canada? Huh. What kind of craft stores are in Canada? Do you guys have like Michael's and stuff? Or is that like not over there either? Okay, so that's good. Now let's just go ahead and make that line because it'd probably be easier for me just to cut it. Right, guys? Just cut it while I can. Hello, Renee. How are you? Oh, you don't either? Alright, so I'm just folding this, you guys. Let's see. I was just gonna try to, you know, wing it, but let's just cut it. My hands be a little shaky. There goes that accent. I don't know what it is. Do you guys do that? You have a Michael's and a Dollar Tree. I'm doing okay, Julie. Good Monday. It's a good manic Monday. I'm trying to get this in here. All right. There's a little bit more I need to like cut, but I got confused with the line, so let's go ahead. Hi, Em. Hello, hello. You guys, I got a new phone. Does my phone look clearer? I got a new phone because my camera totally went out on my other one. I don't know why. It's so weird because I can chat with people on Messenger, but I can't video or take pictures. What is that about? All right, I think that's good enough before I cut too much off. So I'm gonna start a starter strip here, just so that we really hook. Hold on, yeah. Just using simple Mod Podge, you guys. Yeah, I got this actually from, I think I got this paper off of a Whatnot show like maybe a year ago. And you guys know I'm cleaning, kind of trying to organize and clean out my garage, move on from things, sell things. So I'm finding stuff that I didn't even know I had. Now, you guys, I don't mind the wrinkles. I actually like wrinkles in my paper because it gives it a little bit of texture when you come back in with your darker wax and things like that. I do wish we did have a good craft stores. I do not like stores. We do have, because there is not, there's not much going on. Looks good and clear, good. But you guys have thrift stores in, right? Because I know you guys have Savers over there, right? And if you guys need to, you can kind of lift and pull. Okay, so we're just gonna start layering this little at a time because there's just so much paper here. And I've seen people wet their well, I don't know if this one will work, their rice papers and stuff just to get a smoother surface on them. And I'm gonna smooth out the lines because you don't want that thick line underneath. If I'm missing comments, I apologize. Concentration mode going on. But I was holding on to my wheelchair when I went antiquing for dear life, you guys. I don't know if you guys been to Old Clovis over here, if anybody's watching kind of in this area, but they have those paver stones, and it's called Old Town Clovis for a reason, because they made it look like old-timey with the paver stones and the buildings and stuff like that. So I was just like bouncing. And they have these big old like lips for the curves. When it's like this, a little lip where you have to get into the stores. So my husband has to reel me in backwards. But I was just like holding on for dear life because it was so bumpy. And all I just have is one of those passenger wheelchairs. So it needs some better wheels on it. Like, they don't make it for us to travel in, I guess. So I'm thinking I might buy my own wheelchair, kind of like me and my husband kind of try to make it road savvy. Maybe you can make an off-roading one. You guys, I'm just blabbing here. So whenever you guys want to jump in on the conversation, go for it. If you guys want to come in with an accent, go for it too. Alright, so I'm just kind of like... And then for the top, I don't think I'm going to do the Mod Podge. I think I'm going to go over with a top sealer. Kind of went a little wonky a little bit, but that's okay. A top sealer instead. But I am going to go over the edges with my Mod Podge. Drinking my coffee and watching you. Good. Okay, so this is how it's looking so far, you guys. What do you guys think? I'm going to give this a dry. And we get bubbles and stuff, I'm going to give this a little distressing, I guess. And we can save some of that packing too for some tags. That would be cute on a tag. I love it too. I was saving it and I actually found it, so I'm glad I found it for this year. Because I know I bought it probably last year or 2 years ago. And I don't know where the person got it from, because I got it off of Whatnot. Cheryl sending the heart. She loving it, Cheryl. Thank you, gal. Okay, I think we're pretty dry here. I'm going to come in and kind of sand this piece off. That little extra overhang that I have going on there. Usually I have like my little knife. I don't know where it's at. Huh. I just had sandpaper here because I know it was going to use it. Losing my mind, losing my mind. Nothing. Oh, it's down here, you guys. Alrighty. How come I have a wheelchair? What asked me that? Penelope, I actually had COVID when it first came out, and I never really got fully better from it, and it just wreaked havoc all over. And I ended up with fibro and something called ME. So it just doesn't allow me to walk. My legs are a little weak. It's almost like if you have some MS symptoms without having MS, because everything comes back normal. So I deal with a lot of fatigue, a lot of muscle weakness, a lot of cognitive impairment and stuff like that. It wasn't my friend at all. And I know I'm blessed because there was people who got things worse. So that's why. But I do walk around my house. I use my walker, and I use my my cane. So that's why too I had to go down on my lives, you guys, because I was not doing very well. So I don't know if I'm going to come back fully to all the lives that I was doing before, but I know I want to at least come back to 2 lives. But right now we're just working on that one. I think I'm going to leave that because I'm just making it a hotter mess, and we're going to come in with like a taupey color maybe and kind of do some blending around that edge. So let's go ahead and come back in with that color we were using. I thought I had a taupey color. I'm just going to come back in with this color. Yeah, so that's why. Oh, I'm working on it because, you know, there's this page on YouTube that helps people deal with the fibromyalgia and the ME that I deal with. And a lot of them went into recovery mode. So I'm kind of like watching some of those to see how I can do with that so I can get my mobility back and everything back. But it was worse than this. So I'm going to take this and we'll move on to the next step when it comes. Thank you, guys. All right, so I'm just going to go over this again and kind of just give this more of an edge. Just letting that angle of that brush kind of guide how much of an edge is coming onto the piece. Alrighty. Probably come in with the stain too. Let's go ahead and cover that. I got some there, but that's okay. I have a wet wipe over here. We could wipe it off. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a dry. I'm gonna seal it, dry it, seal it, dry it, and do all that good stuff. And then we'll come in with some dark wax and like kind of layer up that piece as well. Take that off. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and dry this, and then we can come in and seal it. Thank you guys for the hearts and prayers. Appreciate it. So I am going to come in and just give this a quick sealer top coat, and then we'll come in with a thicker clear coat flat finish by Dixie Belle as well. But let's just go ahead and do this. Let's get fun. All right, toss that. Don't spray too much. You just want a light sealer on there. That just helps the first layer. I almost got stuck to it, you guys. Don't touch it too much. We have some little vintage goodies and a close, you guys. We're going to stay up on this piece. First, we want to get this dry because we want to layer it up with wax as well. But I want this to be really durable, so I'm going to layer it with a few coats of sealer. If you have those, if you like to use that clear resin stuff too, you could probably come in with that clear resin and do a little thin coat of that. Oh, heart, Teresa, thank you. You like my weirdness? We all a little weird here. All right, so this once again is a Dixie Belle top coat. Oh, goodness. Oh. Heat, maybe heat, you guys. And if you guys want any Dixie Belle Fusion IOD product, you can use my affiliate link at the top of my page. I don't know, you guys. I can't open it. Struggle is real. All right. Oh, that hurt me. I'm going to go ahead and come in with some Van Dyke glaze instead, and we're going to kind of just, it's just this brown glaze, and we're just going to kind of do that. This is also a sealer, so it'll come in a little heavier. And I'm going to wipe it on and then kind of blend and wipe it off. Give us more of an age look. And then I do want to come in with some waxes too, because I do like to blend waxes and everything together. I'm going to get into that crease as well. Come in with the edge, and we'll go over the whole thing as well. Bang it on the table. I'll try that in a minute. Don't usually do these big old pieces. And if you want to darken the wood on this too, you can do that with this Dixie Belle Van Dyke glaze. It gives you like this weathered wood tone. If you guys are liking this so far, go ahead and send me up some hearts. keep that conversation going just to help push out the video, the algorithm, just because I'm going down to like 1 live. But you guys keep checking my channel because I am giving you guys some replays. I am bringing you guys some of the videos, little clips that we do on my YouTube. So you guys have a lot of content for inspiration. I'm gonna just go dark with this. I like it darker. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit and then we'll come in and kind of do a little bit more whitey. Okay, so that's what I have around the edges. And now I'm gonna go over the whole thing with this. Get another wipey here. See how it's kind of deepening that layer, and it looks less like a paper and more like it belongs on the piece. Well, to me anyway. Let me know what you guys think. Hello, Deborah. There you are, busy lady. Missing you, girl. I know, I'm just trying to go live every Monday right now, Deborah. I'm seeing all your goodies, too. Loving everything you're making, girl. It's raining and cold. We're a little overcast too today, so let's see. But we do have like, it's gonna warm up for being in fall. I don't know why they call it a heat advisory because it's not gonna be hot like it's during the summer. But I guess they're saying that because technically we're supposed to be in fall. Let's go ahead and add some texture onto this. Pull this up the other way. All right, you guys, what do you guys think so far? Do you like that darkened tone? I'm gonna go ahead and dry this, and then I have some of that antique wax that we are going to come in and kind of highlight. I might come in some black, maybe black wax might look better. Let's do black wax. This is black wax by Bear, not Bear. This is antique wax by Bear. This is black wax by Dixie Belle. So we're gonna go ahead, come in with the black wax, but I'm gonna dry this a little bit. Purdy, it's purdy. Rain too. You like it? Oh, hello, Lynn. I didn't see you come in. Probably because I'm not paying attention. You really miss me. What's your guys' temperature going on? Like, what are we temped at? Are we jackets? We sweaters? Are we shirt jackets? What are they called? Shackets? Alright, you guys, I'm going to leave that. Then I'm just going to come in with the dark wax and we're going to go into those corners. So I want it a little grubbier in here. So don't forget to layer up your waxes. You like it darker too, I'm glad. It was looking a little bit too much like a Christmas paper. And I just kind of like to go in the edges and kind of darken it. Do you guys see how it's darkening there? And then there's the bottom not darkened. I think you could see more of the colors and stuff off camera. go around the edges and really heavy in those corners, just layering up. And remember, when this cures, it dries as a sealer too. So even though we weren't able to open that top coat, this will seal in everything. And I like to give it a little bit ombre look in the corners and fade it out into that center. I'm gonna put some in here, darken the edges as well. Blending, we blend in. Do you guys ever watch that movie? 60%, 60s, but feels cooler with the rain. Yeah, so weather. I'm in Ontario, Canada. Oh, 0. Hello, TLC Gifts, Tiffany. You're in the 30s? You guys got some low temps. I'm kind of sweating here right now, so all I got is the my sweater on and the door open, so hopefully, so it's a nice weather. I could probably even go with the lighter sweater. You guys think we should darken some of the wood? Oh, goodness, what happened? Yeah, more of a rustic look. It's giving it more, you know, it kind of looks like cabin vibes, no? A little bit rustic cabin. So we're just gonna go very rustic. Very rustic, you guys. With a little bit of, I don't want to say glam, because it's not glam, but a little bit of fancy. Because you guys know, I had to pull in those little fancy touches with the rustic look. That's just my jam. But you guys can do more of your jam. Jamona, jamona. Jamona. And you guys see how those little, with the dark wax, it's getting into those little crevices of the gathered paper. So that's why I like the wrinkles. Darkened wood. So let's get in some of those wrinkles. I want a little bit darker around those edges, but I'm gonna bring out my other brush and we're gonna do more feathering inside the middle. But really on those, and you guys see how you can build texture too by pulling your brush, 1, 2, just kind of feathering that in. That helps build different direction and variation too with that wax. Because it'll build that look in your piece and it'll grab onto the raised areas that I like. Give it a little creasy crease. I'm just gonna keep blending around. I am gonna add a little bit on this as well, just to give it a little layer. Not a lot, because I want to keep a lot of that lighter wood underneath too. The white wood, all the woods. We're almost done with this part, and then we can move on to our other parts. Let's go ahead and hit these corners. I like it. It kind of gives it more of that, yeah, they're very rustic wood, Teresa, like you were saying. Then you got the chippy paint. Now, if you guys want this piece, it's at Hobby Lobby, but I did buy it like years and years ago when I was a little bit more farmhouse. looking great. Thank you, Teresa. You guys have any questions about blending, about waxes, about Christmas, about anything? We're putting it everywhere, you guys. Okay, you guys, I think this is done. I don't really want to wipe it. I'm going to let it dry like that. But here's the piece. Okay, so that's how it's going to be. Now remember, it's still a little wet. So we're going to put that aside and dry. So I have a bottle brush tree for this project. And I have this little rustic kind of candle holder. Bye. Have a good day. All I'm going to do is clip off the bottom. And we're going to put that in this vessel here. And I like this wood because it's going to give us that same weathered wood that we created on our piece there. Got my doohickey on, my glue gun. Your Christmas will be another washer machine. I hate when that happens. You know, all of a sudden everything decides it wants to break. And then all I'm going to do is put glue around the rim, and then we're going to put it like this. We might add a crusty star to the top, but we'll see. And I have this one already created, and all it is, you guys, is another little vessel that I found. And it's actually, you guys see this? It was a top that went to like a ceramic vessel, but it didn't fit right. And I don't know why they sold it to me together. So I just put that bottle brush tree into this one. And to give it a little bit more variation in color, this one I did last year, I think. But I did dip it into some grungy coffee to stage it up, to stain it up. Yes, right. Yeah, I'm liking this rustic look too, Andrea. What's happening? Well, if you look at my home, this is more the vibe in my house. I don't have that shabby chic in my house, but I love to craft shabby chic. It's one of my favorites. I'm just gonna wipe this because I don't know what I did to it. Okay, remember this is going to be a transitional piece too that you can dress up even more for Christmas season, but it's going to be more of something you can stage up for winter. I'm waiting for my glue gun to get hot, and I'm just going to go around. It's not hot, you guys. I'm just going to go around the rim. I'm just going to go around the rim of this. Let's see. Okay. The other thing we're going to use is we're going to bring in a cloche, and we're going to put some things under that as well. The little tree. And then I have these cute little deers. Now these are vintage little salt and pepper shakers, but they have this little hook. They have the stoppers. Well, look at that. You can even hang them on your tree as ornaments. That's probably why they made them like that. But they're this pretty ceramic piece, and it has that little bit of aging that goes with our piece as well. So you notice I'm more like the neutrals, and you kind of bring in a little bit of that green with the green in the paper, the greenery we're going to add, and as well as this going on. We can also grubby this one up more if we need to, but I do like the variations of tone between the trees. It just gives it an extra element that, you know, takes your eye to different places. Love those. My hands are going, you guys. I didn't realize how I talk with my hands. This might not be hot enough, but I don't want to wait anymore. All right, just gonna hold on to that. Hold on for one more day. But look how cute, you guys. I think I have more of these, and I probably could make some and put them on the website. No, it's not a website, the boutique. Okay, so we have all this, and the other thing I'm going to use is this rusty crusty tin that's gonna pull out the green from our trees, bring out the green from our leaves. And you guys, if you're not shopping with Cindy at Cindy's Thrift, Cindy, your name needs to be shorter. Just this cute little tin. Cindy's Flips to Primitive Crafty Crafts. Go give her a follow on Whatnot as well as on her own little business page, because you guys, she sells a lot of cute vintage pieces, and especially if you like to bring in these little rustic elements into your home, you can find those. I did clean my glass dome a little bit before I came on here, but you guys know it's probably needs another cleaning. And even though this doesn't quite fit with the dome, we're gonna use this as our base anyway, and we're gonna camouflage around it. So let's go ahead and set up our piece. And I know it's not thoroughly dry, so we're gonna go ahead and set up our vignette for Christmas or winter or whatever. Okay, so we got our piece. I'm gonna put this down on the bottom, like angled it. I'll flip this around. I might be able to clean a spot over there to give you guys a better look, but who knows? I'm gonna put the little, can you guys see? I'm gonna put the little cute little vintage deer under there as well. And I believe this little tree went under here because it fits better. Did I have something else back there? I don't remember. Let's see how that looks with our cloche. I think that looks good, you guys. You guys aren't gonna be able to see it because I'm kind of doing it backwards. And then on the side of the little, I'm gonna place the other little deer going the opposite direction. And then we're gonna place our little other bottle brush tree here. And then I have these little green pieces. I think I got them off the Moo. And we're gonna add some of these, just kind of going around that cloche, because you know the cloche doesn't quite hit. I think I wanna taper some of these off though. Quite hit the way I want it to. If you had a wreath, a little cute wreath, you guys, I think we need a doily. I think for sure we need a doily somewhere. Let me see if I can grab one. Here's a small one. Just a little bit of a small one. I need a little bit of that granny core style in here a little bit. So let me add that under this. It's kind of like a little arrow shape. Okay, let's put this back on. Okay. You guys, fairy lights? Do we need fairy lights? Cindy will be all, yes, fairy lights. Maybe you can add some fairy lights in that cloche if we wanted to. And then we'll add our greenery, and then I think their little staging is all set up, and I can pull you guys off. I like them kind of messy. Okay. Let's go ahead and put these I'm not gonna really wrap them around anything. I just kind of want them to be lit up inside. I don't like a blinky. Let's go ahead. Is everybody hanging on? I know I'm being a hot mess right now. All right, let's put our clothes back on. Alrighty, little deer. Now we can go ahead and add our little pieces of greenery. Because I like the neutrals with those pops of green. Let me know what you guys like. You can add a bow, a tag, whatever, but we're gonna keep this really simple. Let me see, does it need more? Let me add one more. I know you do. Alrighty, you guys. I'm gonna put this one kind of on. Just kind of roll it around. Something's not hitting right, you guys. Something's not hitting right. Okay, now you guys can go ahead and add more pieces if you want. I think this is where kind of I'm gonna leave it. Let me see if I could just make this more roundy. Something here is not looking. Something here is not looking right, you guys. I like that. Maybe we don't need more green. Maybe it just needs to be simple and just pull up more here. My stomach is growling. I'm hungry. I'm hungry, mother. You guys watch the Dalmatians? All right, you guys. Good morning, Jackie. How are you? Good morning, Karen and Raymore. Of course. You were shopping, girl. What'd you buy me? I don't know, you guys. I'm not like having fun with this greenery. I don't even know if it needs it. I'm gonna pull you guys down. You guys let me know. I think I'm just gonna put 2 little strands like I had it. I don't think it needs more than that. All right, you guys. All right. Here is the cute little piece. What do you guys think? How does this greenery look? Excuse all the background. And there is our lovely piece there with the paper. There's our little vintage tin under there. What? Do we like it? Do we like it a lot? I'm gonna see if I can go clean up that section so we can get a better angle real quick. No, I can't leave it without giving you guys a picture. So hold on. All right, I think it'll fit on that spot right there. I don't think my suitcase is level, guys. All right. Let's try that one more time. But I still need to work on a proper background, guys. I don't really like what's happening. But here we go, you guys. I put it on my little vintage suitcase. You guys can layer up more trees, more whatever. You guys like it? Let me know. Send up those hearts like always. And I'll go ahead and love those. There's a lot. I know I found them. So I forgot where I found them at. But here we go, you guys. Little vintage vibe going on. What else would you guys add on there? Let me know. But other than that, I think that's our little look here. Like you could add a candle. But we just kept it a little simple, a little bit more cottagey vibe going on. You like the greenery? Alrighty, you guys, that is my Monday live. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I hope I taught you something new, even just in styling. But you guys go ahead and give me a follow in all the places, all my social media apps, and I'll see you guys all on the next one. Bye, friends. Oh, I'll be live tomorrow over on Whatnot, trying to sell some goodies over there. I know the sale in my boutique is over, that finish, but I am bringing that 20% off to Whatnot. So there's some discounted pieces there tomorrow. So come join me on Whatnot. I will try to put the link in here. I'm not sure if I'll do dual lives so you could see. And then if you want to come over to Whatnot, you can. But I might do a dual live, but we'll see. That just means live on Whatnot. Facebook while I'm live on Whatnot, but you will have to be on Whatnot to order and purchase the items. But thank you guys, everybody, for joining me today. I'll see you on the next one. And if you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay down in those comments. Bye, friends.